This is Calibos, and we are playing Infinity Evolved Skyblock. How exciting is that? So, when we last left off, I had made a bucket. I know, right? I'm very proud of my bucket. I even have a trophy. And now, we have a couple of other tasks that we need to do. So we also have an orchid, and if we feed it stone, we will in fact get ore, because that's what orchids do. On top of that, I seem to recall we have power, and we have a furnace. So at this point, I'm not as worried about making dirt, although now that I'm thinking about it, dirt is probably not a bad idea. Let's look in here. So I want to be careful using my shears because I need to in order to make a mana tablet, I have to get an attuned stone, which means I need a whiff of magic, which means I need, lava bucket's easy, but the whiff of magic, I need a witch's oven, which means I need a rowan sapling. And in order to get a rowan sapling, then, I need... Oh, man. It's been a while since I've done witchery. What is it? It's called... Mutandis? Mutandis. I need Mutandis, and so I need a cauldron, and that means I need mandrake, and in order to make the cauldron, I need anointing paste, and to get anointing paste, I need artichoke globes and belladonna and mandrake root and ice needles, which means I need to be making enough dirt for plants and get some crossbreeding going, which is going to be super exciting. Let's chuck that in there. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. On top of that, what else did we have? So we also made this carpenter, and so we discovered that the flux field here does not like to connect to BC. I think I remembered that before, but you know how it is. I can't remember anything. What can you do, right? But once it's in the battery, then we're a-okay to use the buildcraft. So that's cool because we're going to be using a lot of buildcraft and buildcraft related stuff. So we have the bronze. Shears. So we're probably going to need more bronze later. So I don't want to worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and toss this in here. Copper ore dust. I can toss it in here, but right now we're working on improving the size of our furnace, or not furnace, smeltery. This is a smeltery. I know that. Let's put a single piece of cobble in here. See what happens. Alright. So that should give us extra spaces on our smeltery. Now, when I did this the last time, one of the things that I did was I set up multiple smelteries, and I'm not sure how likely I am to do that this time. Let's see what's in here. We have that coal coke. Bottle of creosote. I'm not really worried about constant power because once this is full, you know, it's not drawing off of our mana anymore, and we need to get more dirt so we can do breeding. To that purpose, I would like to look into automating some things. Specifically, I'd like to automate a tree farm. Now, to get far enough to automate a tree farm in Botania, I have to do quite a lot of stuff. And, oh, monkeys, that tree just tried to kill me. And I'm not sure that we will be doing it very easily. So what I suspect is that we're going to have to do it in something else. And typically that something else means that we're going to need lots of iron, because many recipes insist that iron is very common, and so they will use a lot of iron. So it makes starting some of these kind of challenging. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. So I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this streaming today. I am actually not feeling very amazing, but I will do it for at least an hour, just kind of because. Let's do that. This should get us a little bit more. So one of the things that I would like to do is so I seem to recall that the easiest way to start is Steve's carts. Because if we look into Ender.io, farming station, Ender.io, we need to make a Z-Logic controller and pulsating crystals and stuff like that. So machine chassis is going to require aluminum, which is going to require machine frame, which is going to require the assembly table. Now, we are going to have a lot of stuff that requires this assembly table. So going into logistics pipes. So in order to do a lot of this stuff, so basic logistics pipes, you know, we can craft, but we need to be making these chipsets. So a lot of people are going to be familiar with refined storage or applied energistics. Logistics pipes is something along those lines, although it is specifically designed to use the storage belonging to other mods rather than, you know, have its own storage. So you know. That's right. Zombie brains. I don't think we have witchery gadgets in this. That would be fancy. Oh, I forgot that I had stuff. So we have tin. Tin can go in here. Copper can go in here. If you'll recall, that is in fact how we made our bronze. Okay, we need to chuck this in here. So we need to just keep kind of like generally stocking up on these. We have a... Oh no, we have a... I'm like, where did we put all our Britannia flowers? But they're actually in the flower pouch. So that's pretty handy. So we have 3 dirt in here. I haven't really decided how best to be using our dirt. Getting into Steve's carts. Come on. There we go, Steve. So we're going to need at least 1 cargo manager. And we're going to need iron panes, which are going to be expensive. We'll need some advanced rail detectors, which are going to require a bunch of iron. We'll need a cart assembler. We could probably make a cart assembler relatively quick. So I kind of like going for batteries because they will gradually fill themselves up. But you can see that they're not cheap and they don't really they don't really produce much power. So, I mean, we can do it with wooden wheels and stuff like that and get started. But we're going to have difficulty with a lot of things. So our biggest thing is going to be we're going to want to fuel this with charcoal because charcoal is more efficient than wood. So we're going to have to set up a system that will harvest trees, and then it will deposit the trees, and then it will unload charcoal. With a tree farm, you really don't want to use solar panels because, you know, leaves block the sun, and so solar panels run out pretty quick. So, you know, that's kind of where we are. In order to do this, we're going to have to set up enough area for Steve's carts to go. You know, which doesn't actually have to be that big an area. I mean, to be quite honest. Oh, handy. But it is going to be kind of a thing. I don't know exactly where we want to start, though. I need better coal. Carrot's not a bad place to go. We didn't have one of those before. Now... Oh, I think we have carrot seeds, though. So let's look at that. So let's look into starting to breed some of the things that we need, because that's going to take a little bit of time. And we can be working on dirt and whatnot. One of the difficulties we're going to have is we're going to need crop sticks, and until we get well, maybe we can do a sawmill. Can we make a sawmill? So an iron axe. We can't make a machine frame until we make an assembly table. So what does an assembly table take? Assembly table. Okay, so we're going to need, what, 5 diamonds? And some obsidian. But once we have an assembly table... Yeah, we need to get to an assembly table. But once we have that, our life will be significantly better. Now, we could try sieving for them, but that's pretty horrible. And I'm not sure that I have that much patience in my life. Okay, we have 9 blocks in here, so let's start pulling those out. We need what? 3 more, so that's 2... 2, 3. That's 3 blocks, maybe? Alright, so we have 1 there. May just have to, like, jump on the top here to get where we need to go. But of course it's a half slab, and I cannot jump on half slabs. So I've already dropped a little bit of frames, and I'm not sure why. That was not what I wanted to do. Alright, so now we can just do this. And 2 ingots left. Dang it. So we need what? So is that another block? Because one's half an ingot. So that should be 2 more ingots. I don't know. So let's start getting some stone done. Let's do this. Shear some more of this for our dirt farm. Dirt. We don't have coarse dirt in here, do we? Nope. So, interesting. Alright. So yeah, this is going to be our path to dirt for just this moment. So, like a lot of Skyblocks, this is kind of a feast or famine sort of deal. You either have a lot of something or you have none of it. Alright, let's get rid of this. Top that off, top that off. Oops. Okay. So we're starting to get here with dirt. We need to use this, and gosh, we need a lot more of the a lot more wood. I really want to get this this farm going, but in order to do that, we are going to need that we're going to need the we're going to need those diamonds. Man, we could go riding on our horse off into the sunset, off the edge. That seems like fun. Alright, let's get rid of this. And that, and that, and that, and that. Alright, so we're going to need... we don't just need the assembly table, we'll need a laser as well. So in order to do that, we'll need diamantine electron tubes, which are going to require, let's see, it's 2 per, and the process makes 4. So we'll get 2 lasers out of this, and we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, assembly table, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lasers for that. Or not 10 lasers. 10 diamonds for that. So just to get our assembly table, we need 10 diamonds. Yeah, we have quite a lot of stuff we need to do. I really want cactus. How dumb is that, right? And I don't want to breed for cactus because I want an actual cactus. And there's kind of a cheaty way to get actual cactus, but I don't want to do it. Oops, we'll need that. So yeah, what we're looking at is going to be, let's do this, get this going. So we're going to need, I forgot what I said already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stupid sheep. So we need 10 diamonds? 10 diamonds? Sure. And I think we have 1. We have 2 diamonds. Alright. No problem. All we have to do is get 8 more diamonds. Alright, so hold on. Sorry. Allergies. It's fun. So one of our options is to breed. Breed for diamonds. Technically, we actually have a couple of different routes we can use to get that. I'm not sure what the easiest is going to be yet. So we can actually use industrial diamonds. Okay, we're gonna chuck that in there and pretend we care. We can use industrial diamonds, which we can get from compressing. And we need to get into IC2 for that. Sulfur. I think sulfur is actually a mob drop as well. What else can we arrange for this? I don't know. need that dirt. Alright, so we have that. I think that's all of that. I would really like to keep those sheep contained because they're really annoying to me. Alright, so let's chuck all of those in there, grab that. And hope for more, hope for diamonds. Diamonds! On the plus side, this does give us all of our shards that we need. So, that's something anyway, right? Heck it, let's not put all of these in here, but we'll put in, that gives us enough to start a new crop of them. Okay, we want to put the what other runes do we need, honestly? Off the top of my head, I do not know. Let's put the mana glass in there. Wait a minute. Farming, no, it's called a harvester? Machine chassis, aluminum. So once we get obsidian and a Z logic controller, which we need for a slice and splice. Slice and splice. Okay. Okay. So the assembly table, how do we do aluminum? Aluminum blend, tin, silver grit, and energized glowstone, pulverizer. Aluminum. Silver, tin, and glowstone. Okay. So we can make aluminum now. So once we get our diamonds, we're set. What are we looking at as far as iron and stuff? Not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll make 2 more chests really quick. because this will help us empty our inventory. And that goes to a good cause, right? Right. Yeah, really all we need are the diamonds. And five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, don't fall off the edge. Because you're going to help me out later. So this will give us enough room to start some simple crossbreeding projects. Let's do this. Actually, I'm going to need some water. So let's do this instead. And we'll get our handy dandy bucket of doom. Remember, there's a trophy. We're important. Water. So let's look at the seeds that we have and stuff. So we obviously have wheat. We've got melon, pumpkin, and hemp. So let's look at seeds. So I think we have potato and carrot seeds as well. So we have potato and carrot as well. So let's go for sugarcane next. Sugarcane is going to be carrot and whatever. Carrot and regular seeds. So we're going to need some sand. So one of the problems with agrocraft in my mind is, for the most part, it's pretty cool, but you never get actual cactus. Like, I really feel that actual cactus is pretty cool stuff, and agrocraft doesn't give it to you. It only gives you cactus green. Man, these trees are... And while cactus green is useful, and we definitely are going to need it, we need actual cactus too. And in some ways, actual cactus is better because we can't get. You know, I don't. Wait a minute. Cactus. Carpenter, mana infusion. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to get a lot of that very easily. So we're going to have to sift for it. Holy monkeys. I really just want to get as much dirt as I can for our agrocraft project, which is going to be nasty and huge. Now, I don't remember if we are leveling anything up in this pack. It is possible. Okay, I really like to click that one, thanks. So we'll have to find out. And if we are leveling stuff, then it's going to take a little bit longer for everything to go than I would like. So let's get some crop sticks going. 32. So sadly, we are not going to get very many crop sticks out of this process. And crop sticks are kind of one use. Let's see, we need some sand. Let's get our handy dandy chicken stick of doom. Now, fortunately enough, it goes ahead and sweet. So we needed regular seeds, sugarcane. We need carrot and regular seeds. So let's do that. So carrot seeds and regular seeds. I'm also going to experiment with whether we can breed the regular seeds up into, you know, higher level stuff. So we're going to need a seed analyzer. Oh, computer controlled one. Fancy. So we're going to need glass panes, sticks, stone slabs, and whatever. So let's do this. So it could be regular, any slab. So we're going to need a little bit more glass. 5, 6, 7. Glass. That will give us a little bit more glass, and we're always going to need more glass, so I'm not really worried about that. Slabs, any kind of slab, so I don't have any in there. Slab. We'll need wooden slab, which we've got. Alright, let's make some sticks. So once we have the glass, let's see, we need 6 total, so 4 to do that. Alright, so that gives us glass panes, which we're regretfully not going to need too many of in the near future. That should give us our seed analyzer. I am just going to put this here, and we'll figure it out. So yeah, we're probably going to need to level these up a little bit. And I don't remember if we can level them by spread, or if we have to breed them up. We probably have to breed them up, because that seems like most people are going to think it's the harder one. Although, arguably, it's a lot faster, actually. lost like 3 sheep over the edge. Are they just kind of like... Oh, there you are. I thought they were like just getting up here and running off the edge or something. So this is probably where bone meal is going to come in handy. We may or may not end up using bone meal, but it will come in handy to be able to speed everything up. I like how the zombies have the professional zombie. I don't think witching gadgets is in here. Let's look. Mod. See, I missed this feature. I wish the JEI had it. We do not have witching gadgets. Oh well. Alright, so that's that. Do that. Do this. So I don't really have a super giant use for mana at this point besides the ore. So I'm not really worried about like absolutely having all of the stuff. Hi. Guess who doesn't have any wool? Let's pull this apart. Drop. And this is the secret to agrocraft right here. This magical thing. Hi. Guess who doesn't have any wool? I actually thought about... So here's a thing that you can do if you didn't know. There's a recipe for lapis. So if you have blue wool and you grind it down, there's a 5% chance you can get lapis, right? So you can actually take a sheep, click it with a lapis, and it just grows blue wool after that. And then you can breed them with other blue sheep to make, you know, whatever. And then you can have yourself a vanilla lapis farm. Or maybe not a vanilla lapis farm, but you can have a lapis farm. Why are you bothering me? Go away. But not off the island. See, isn't this the best way to get ore? Then we can just throw that down. And it turns into more ore. Yay! Wow, I've been really unlucky. Usually I get a lot more diamonds in this. Alright, let's go put this stuff away. Making dirt. Ah, tree. Gotta watch them trees, they're pretty aggressive. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Throw our coal back down again. I mean, technically I should just put the coal in here, but what can you do, right? No one's perfect. So this will be our grand experiment. If this is better than 111, 111. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to crossbreed them up. And we should do this. So 112. Okay. So this is not the best way to crossbreed them up, I promise. Not the best way. But it is kind of what I am going to do for just the moment. So the best way is actually design something like this. Let's move it closer to the water. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is actually probably the best way to breed them up. And you can get there super fast like this. So let's wait for this to get a little bit bigger and do its thing. But we want to do that. Sticks. Let's dump our stuff. We'll not kill the evil sheep, I guess, this time, probably. So that gives us water crystals now. So when we get our paste, I think we have most of the things that we need for a balance shard. One of the benefits to coming this way, as far as our production, is there's a lot of things that we want to be breeding up, or can be breeding up, that specifically want ores, and this gives us the ores as long as we're willing to get silk touch and we don't have to fabricate the ores later. Just kind of keep that going. We have enough for our next run of charcoal. Sweet. So air shards. So we have air, earth, fire, water, entropy. What kind of shards are there? Shard. Air, fire, water, earth, order, entropy. So we need what? An order shard? Yeah, we just need an order shard. Specifically, we could do it by getting 2 stone slabs, and then, you know, clubbing them with a stick, I guess. Breaking them with a hammer. But I don't really see the need, because by the time we actually get to the point where we want to be doing the Thaumcraft, we'll have all of the shards. Alright, so that's that. How are we doing with dirt? Got 5. Oh man, we're amazing. Why do we have melon seeds? Oh, because the freaking cow. Sheep. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever, sheep. I know your trouble. Alright, let's go get some more bone meal. Oh, gives us a bow, which we love bows. Get rid of that, get rid of that. These are important later. Later, those are important. Is that a compressed creeper? So there's a difficulty with compressed creepers and compressed creatures. It doesn't happen often, but occasionally I've I've had them appear outside the... I've had them appear outside the spawner, which can be very unpleasant and surprising and awful, especially when they all chase you and then blow up all of your hard-earned stuff. But I don't know, maybe some people like that sort of thing, I guess. So what we'll do is we'll drop another torch here, and then I'm going to set up another plus symbol, and I'll set it up here. Alright, so we'll set this up. So we'll scan it really quick. There's technically a book which is better to be using, but this is the big secret right here, is setting it up like this. And then the faster everything, you know, the higher level everything is, the faster it grows up. And then we'll do this. And then we'll move our water here. And then we'll take this, and then we'll do this again. Then we'll go boom, 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 boom. Take that. Take that. So I don't want to lose this sand, so I'm actually just going to put it back down. Technically, where the water is actually the best spot for it, because what we'll do is we'll have the wheat here and the carrots here, and then we'll put the sand here, and so everything will try to crossbreed onto the sand, and it will be better that way. Grab this. We'll do that, and we'll go boom, 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 boom. And it should be perfect. So now we should have enough to go carrot, 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 carrot. I guess we could analyze these. Doesn't hurt. Perfect. These are great. Carrot, carrot. And then we'll have another one over here. So, I'm going to go for pumpkins next, because pumpkins are going to be really easy to get all 4 seeds for. Watch this magic trick. Boom, 4 seeds. Plus, we'll be wanting to do... So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3... I guess technically I could have set it up This isn't necessary, but it may be fancier looking, I guess. So move our water there. And then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then torch, 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 and so. And then that should reach in every direction. Go get one more piece of dirt. All right. So next step, melons, I guess? I mean, I don't know. So we'll throw this in here. So we've got carrots breeding up. We have melons breeding up. Let's go for potatoes, because we're going to need potatoes to get to whatchamacallit. Well, we're going to need really all of them, so it doesn't matter. So carrots, yep, and potatoes. Perfect. Then what we'll do is this. And everything should spread out from there. Then I can just break it and then replant it. And then, yeah. We can get rid of this. So, sand's going to go at the heart of potatoes and wheat and carrots, and that will give us sugar cane. I don't know if I want that to crossbreed yet. Let's widen our path on this side and get some more bone meal. Bone meal seems great. Alright, so everything is there. So you can see that these are 1, 2, basically not super high. But we'll keep an eye on it. Did it not give us bone meal? That's lame. But, yeah. And now, see how fast that one happened? And this is 225. So what we do is we kill all of this, and we go. Was that the 225? Yep, 225. So we want clippers. So we're going to need shears, sticks, and iron ingot. I think we can make this. How much iron do we have in here? We have 3. Perfect. So that gives us shears. We need one more One more thing, and now we have clippers. So what clippers do... Wow, that went quick. Heck it, right? Heck it. Let's get rid of this. That was fast. I did not mean to do that. So let's fix this. This is one of the benefits to using an old version. So you didn't have to like travel half the place or carry around special things to do repairs. Alright, I think for the most part that's good. Alright, so we've got a stack in there. We're making some more dirt. Don't quite have a jar full of it, but we're working on it. Let's get our torch laid out. Oh, we hate sheep. Go away. So now we can take our clippers and we can do this. So now we have 3 clippings of 225. You're like, what is the point of that? Well, now we have 4 225s. So now when these breed, we'll be breeding up from that section. Let's get rid of our carrots and plants and whatnot. I have no idea why I'm carrying around compressed cobblestone. Okay, you know what? We have a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to make a stone fence, and we're going to trap these sheep so that they stop walking on everything. This is not exactly the best place for it, but let's get some wheat really quick. So one of the cool things about fences is they're very tall. Fences are approximately 1.5 blocks. One of the interesting thing about animals is animals like to climb. So if you are holding shift as I am, you can actually push them sometimes into the fencing. It's easier if you make the fencing bigger, but I did not do that because I'm clearly very lazy. Oh, thank gosh. Alright, so we've got the sheep out of the way for now. We'll deal with you later. Got a bunch of extra fences. When we get more dirt, what I'll probably do is simply begin expanding their domain. You know, something along the lines of like this. And I don't really care if the fences go away. Skeletons we need to. Oh, is that a creeper heart? So creeper hearts are cool. They are, we can get rid of that and that. They're a crafting ingredient, and they're kind of rare. And we'll be needing them to make a couple of things. Cave noises. Remember, caves are scary. So I'm hoping we get more of those later. So we've got more bones for bone meal, which speeds up our crop process here. And now we can cross crop again. And cross crop here. And let's get our wood because we're going to need it again. Get our wood. Get our dirt. Oh, that is not dirt. All right. But you can see now that our carrot seeds have gone. Toss our carrot seeds up in here. 3, 2, 2. Now we just get rid of these. Best to just chuck them off the edge. And I don't know what I just chucked off the edge, but I suspect that very strongly it wasn't carrot seeds, and I will probably regret it later. So we grab our carrot seeds. We're going to need more sticks. Yeah, you see how fast these go. Carrots planted. So if you'll remember, these are 225s. So now we plant this, and they're 446. So let's actually put the 446 back in there. So these are all going to stack pretty neatly, so I'm not worried about that. Chuck them off the edge. I guess I'm okay chucking that off the edge for the moment. 3, 4. Plant this. So now we have our 4 seeds. We really don't care the first time what level they are, although better ones, of course, will do better. And then we can bone meal. And then use our clippers. Go 1, 2, 3. So the healthier the plant, the strength, the better chance that you're going to get that a clipping will take. You'll notice that we had one there and then it vanished. So there's no real guarantee that a clipping will take. And if the plant is small enough, you can see that you simply can't take a clipping from it, which makes sense. I'm not gonna dispute that. But you can see the problem that I was having with that, just getting it to go. So we'll level those up. We'll put our farm stuff away. We no longer need this. We'll get rid of these and that and that and that. So we probably will never need vanilla pumpkin seeds again. We probably also won't need melon seeds after we get everything leveled up. So once everything's leveled up, I'm going to put it in a special chest to show that it's 10, 10, 10. Then we're going to just crossbreed that. And it goes faster the further you get into it because the first number of growth is how fast it grows. It's either a percentage increase or a multiplier, I forget. But the higher it is, the faster it grows. So you'll notice these 4s are already pretty well along. So we need to do this. So it's kind of, in the early stages where we are, we're a little bit caught between, you know, you don't really have the resources time-wise to level more than one thing at a time. So specifically I'm talking about you know, one aspect, but the more stuff that we can get together and automate, the more things that we'll have the time to work on at any given moment. You know, and as we get better tools, you know, it will also speed up our processes. So let's go ahead and grab this. And let's analyze it. While we're analyzing it, we'll get rid of these, because I'm probably certain that it's better. Definitely don't need pumpkins for whatever reason. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So these can all go away as well. Seeds. One of the things that we can do with these is we can, you know, run them through the squeezer and stuff like that, and various presses, ovens, bioreactor, crop mutation. So they're not completely useless. And one of the things that I should be doing with the excess crop produce here is I should be putting it into, I should actually make this a chest instead of thing. So I actually am a little bit short on wood for that. Chest. Isn't there like uses for this is oh yeah, no. I thought that there was like a storage thing that we could make with it. Let's fix this rain really quick. I suspect very strongly that some of our wood is actually being lost to the endoflames. But that's fine. So we now have enough to make a single chest here. And then we can start putting everything in it. Four more pieces of dirt. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. You know, I can't remember. Either way. Let's go check out the rest of our... So we've got charcoal. Do this. Let's put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that this is in multiples of 8. That's fine. How's our mana pool looking over here? Pretty low. So this will give our stuff room to grow. Alright, it leveled. Oh, monkeys! It's infected. Oh, that's so if you notice like the little kind of blurry dots there that are fading, oh, it's a treasure. Yay, we've got treasure. Look guys, we have a belt. So what the dots are is, and I don't remember this for sure, but I suspect that the dots are actually taint, like little bits of aspects of paint. sapling down. Oh, 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 too close, too close. We'll take that. Now we can just do this and that. Alright, so this is 3, 2, 1 now. Now we can take our clippers. Now the odds are these are not going to take very well. You know, it's not too bad, I guess. So that can go in here. We'll do that. And let's get this going. Alright, so we've almost got... Okay, so now it's fully advanced. Let's go. So that should go pretty quick. Let's run the clippers. Alright, now we just have to wait for that to level, or to grow up. Wait for these to grow up. Get rid of our bone meal, harvest our tree. Always something to do here. So let's get our replacement tree down. I try to plant all my trees as quickly as possible so that they turn over as quickly as possible. Actually, we now have a stack of rotten flesh, and we can turn rotten flesh into dirt as well. Let's see what's in this bag. So we'll analyze this seed while we cut these down. We're going to chuck this in here. I do not believe that you can do too much with the seeds, but I'm not really worried about it. See, 769. We're very rapidly leveling these. So one of the things that would really help us is if we get into blood magic. Blood magic's got some very cool stuff for us. It's air shards. I don't understand why we're not getting any more diamonds. And now we have pigs, because of course we have pigs. Hi. You should go join your friends. Alright, so we can toss that in there. Let's go drop off a bunch of things. This can go in there. Shards, bauxite. We'll put the coal in there too, because now that we've actually got got some charcoal going, we want to start preserving our coal so that we can use what's it called? So that if necessary we can compress our coal into diamonds. Well, that's fancy. I'd like to pick that one up. Oh, it's in there in the table. I knew that. So it might be useful to start thinking about magnetization just to make life easier. Now the caveat is we'll have to move our tree farm further away from our mana production there, but we really should be doing that anyway. Because if we have a magnet and we're anywhere near this, like all of those charcoal are just going to fly at us, which is probably less than convenient for most things. So these are 769s. They should grow up pretty fast. And on top of that, they should be... Oh man, we've got a cow now. It gives us milk. You know what milk means, right? Cookies. So we have 2 actually, and that's actually standard that you normally would get 2 cows, because I do believe that they typically spawn together. So what we'll do is we're going to grab some of our wheat and we're going to expand our fences. That's why I grabbed some of the dirt too, actually. Okay, so let's grab our cows. And let's come over here. Pop you in there. And come on. Nope. Get in there. There we go. Gives us a baby cow. A calf, they're called. See, I know things. Now we can do this. Chuck those off the edge. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. Oh my gosh. So many. 321, 321. So we're getting to the point where we're producing more material than a single oak barrel can handle. So we have a couple of options, but for this I actually prefer item conduits, because one of the things that the item conduits do for us is they don't make a giant mess on the ground, whereas a couple of other options do. The difficulty with item conduits is they're pretty high off, or they're pretty high in our progression here. So we need to make enderium and hardened glass and redstone. Hardened glass will need an induction smelter or an alloy smelter, and that's kind of a pain. So we can technically do it with Buildcraft, but we have to make sure that we build it into a loop. And so if we come over here and we look at these, the wooden kinesis pipes, so all the wooden stuff inserts into the system, and you'll notice that the wooden kinesis pipe, well, it has a higher capacity than the other ones. So if we look at kinesis pipes, so the woodens, it's an input pipe. It moves at 320 RF tick, where you have the cobble ones, which are 80 RF tick. Now we can go all the way down here to emerald, which is another input pipe, but it's a higher tier one, so it's 2,560 RF tick. So, you know, depending on what we're doing, we have a couple of different options available. Now, the kinesis pipes don't actually need anything to motivate them. You know, you put power in and they will automatically go wherever you want it to go, because it's power and it flows through the path of least resistance, which hopefully is not you. But if you have a transport pipe, for example, whether it moves items or fluids or whatever, it actually needs some sort of motivating agent. Now, later on, we can make really convenient ones. But right now, that's not happening. So we're going to have to do this the fun way. Let's throw that down there. We've got 36. So let's go ahead and bring this out. One of the reasons that I keep expanding this is, I'm going to close that first, is the more room we have in it, the easier it's going to be later to pick out. Nope. The individual creatures that we want. Because having them all jammed in there together is not as useful for us as other options are. Like having them sorted. We'll throw the arrows off the edge. I think we have enough arrows. So chuck that there. Bone meal. So let's get these going. Oops, like so. Clippers. Man, I was really hoping that they would all take the first time. Ah, there we go. Sweet. Alright, potatoes are almost all grown up. Let's speed that process along. So once we get past the first one, the process actually goes much quicker. What are we? Looks like it's following me. Just watching me creepily, maybe. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're doing a lot better now. We've got a lot more space for all of our various projects that we're doing. We're almost ready to start crossbreeding into sugarcane. And sugarcane is going to be one of the things that we can automate relatively quickly. But what we want is gravel. Okay, what are our... So right now our options are going to be... Right now our options are just going to be like manually doing stuff because like I said, we want cactus seeds. Cactus seeds is going to be amazing for us. So, and we don't want this cactus seeds, which we can breed for. We want specifically this one, which means we need to sift sand. We need to sift a lot of sand. It's not going to be super great, but we're going to need to do it. That's kind of it. Oh, trees. Alright, so now we can chuck all that in there. Let's get our trees replanted. 2, perfect. So what this does is we can now get rid of these. Come on. that. We'll hold on to the melon seeds for now because we'll want a total of 4 to do our thing. Well, maybe we can grab the 4th one here. Melon seeds. Sweet. So we no longer need carrot seeds. It's probably a good idea to have emergency stock, but I mean, you only live once, right? Because I mean, as long as we have trees, eventually we can recreate everything else, so. So do this. So these should be relatively high level. So these are 8, 8, 10s. That's not bad actually. Let's chuck this back in here and remember where I first saw crossbreeding like this. It might have been, oh my gosh, it was forever ago. Purple Mentat? I have no idea whether Purple Mentat is still around. Seem to have some difficulties. Videos stopped and I haven't really kept up with them. Oh, look, egg. Here's egg in your face. Oh God, I can't jump. So let's examine the pumpkin seeds. Let's do this. So there's a guy whose videos I will probably be using for reference. I don't remember his name, but he was freaking amazing as far as. We're going to keep the poison potatoes because poison potatoes are really rare. And we keep running into stuff that we need them for. I have kept running into stuff. And then like, oh, I need a poison potato. Now we have to wait 5 years while we try to get some. Let's do this and that. Oops. So I think what I'm going to end up doing probably is setting up an improved dirt crafting system. I guess it's composting. Send it more like an airplane than a cave. I don't know. So yeah, we'll have to set up a better system for the dirt and handling of dirt-related products. And honestly, I think that we're good to just kind of like do this now because we have so much stuff in there now that it's not a big deal. Alright. So we go boop, boop, boop. Perfect. All three. And we need to go 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh man. Let's see if we can do it all the way. Nope. Nope. Oh well. Man, I was hoping. So now it's a matter of waiting for those to grow up. Let's get rid of that. We don't need it. So we have our chicken stick here. Let's go ahead and sift up some gravel. Seven, 8, 9. 1, 2. Okay, so the easiest way is actually going to be like this. Alright, so that's that. Make sure that we have enough of these. So let's start our iron going. So we have 1 block. And we need, what, 4 more for a single block? 2, 3. Let's get some more lava in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So now we need 9, 18. We have enough. We don't have enough sticks. Big dirt. Alright, so now we have that, and we can just go up and down. It's going to take a minute. So we're going for sand. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Don't we have an auto hammer? We do. So we need Invar. Ooh. That will take up our diamonds, but... And it needs iron. We could do it. We could do it. So let's go up and do this one, and then we'll... We'll get into an auto hammer. Because I like having a ready supply of stuff. Oh, look, it's a cloud. So one of the goals is to have 2 of each kind of animal. So if necessary, we can breed them. Well, we definitely want to be able to breed them. So I'm going to try and lure at least one of those pigs into the pen. And then aside from horses, that should give us really one of all of the major things. We don't really care too much about chickens because with the chicken stick we'll always be able to get chickens later. So one of the benefits to making the hammer is not just time, because it'll do things on the side, but it's going to start saving us wood. So this gives us all the sand that we could need, and hopefully, we get a cactus. Hopefully our animals don't despawn. We're in the area of silence again. We're almost there. Perfect. So now we do this. Gives us our compressed sand. Alright, let's do this. Remember, we want cactus seeds. Cactus seeds. We got cactus seeds. That was fast. Oh, we got a jungle tree sapling. That's actually really cool. Let's get rid of that. Nope. So cactus seeds are great. So we're gonna pull that out. Do we have snad? Please tell me we have snad. Snad. No snad. Snad is the best. So, cactus. A real cactus. Whoop yourself. Alright, so we've got the boars. So, yeah, I tried to get one of each kind of sapling, except for dark oak, which we need a lot of dark oak saplings. Jungle saplings are cool because they're going to give us other stuff. Specifically what 2 ingots. 4 in there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Specifically, okay, that's weird. I think that the math is wrong, because if I put in 1 compressed cobblestone, which is 9 cobblestone, I get 2 blocks and a little bit. But if I put in 9 cobblestone, then I get 1 block. So that's interesting. Either way. So now we can put that in here. We've got plenty of room. We can do that there. And at some point later, we'll go ahead and we'll chisel this so it's prettier. But that's not a big deal right now. Right now, it's a matter of let's do this. We want 8 sets of shears. That gives us 17 dirt. See, dirt's now starting to like really be a lot easier to get our hands on. Let's go a little bit wider on this side. Alright, so now we have carrot seeds, which we're going to scan. Then we can just get rid of carrots. Which means we can lure the pigs. Remember, we only need 2. 3 is a good safety buffer, though. So if we do that and that, that's a good way to do it. Let's try and get more of the chickens hatched inside. Alright, so our next goal here is we want to get the hammer. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 6 heavy pressure plate, So that's 2. Let's make sure the pressure plate recipe hasn't changed. Alright, so this is going to require 6, 8, 10 iron, which we have, and a diamond hammer, which we can make. Diamond hammer. Let's so we get less production value out of the ore than we do I mean, I guess I'm not really worried about that. So ore. Oh. Yes. So uses for this. Grindstone, we can double it. Yep. Blast furnace, pulverizer, smelter, sag mill. So that gives us guaranteed 4. So if we break it, we double our ore, because we don't get double in the Tinker's smeltery normally, unless it's using the broken ore. Alright, so that's good to know. We're really starting to pack this thing. Oh, man. Okay. So we need to be able to make redstone engines. So redstone engine is kind of one of the basic parts of this. So we're going to need a bunch of tin. And that will give us basic circuit boards. So looks like we're going to need 2 basic circuit boards. And we're going to need a sticky piston. So we're going to have to get slime balls somehow. Ball of glue. Do we have rice? Rubber. Slime ball, ball of glue, coagulated blood. So I think we can get coagulated blood by being blood in the smeltery. So if we just put animals in the smeltery, we could have that. If we had horses, we could do glue. Grab our carrots out here. We'll crossbreed to this. That was fast, right? Ooh, we got 2 poisonous potatoes that time. Six, 4, 5. So yeah, we need a couple of redstone engines. Redstone engines are what moves items through buildcraft pipes. It also moves liquids through buildcraft pipes. So pretty handy stuff. I just killed the potatoes because I'm amazing. So these are now 8, 10, 10s. So they'll probably be max next time we do it. We got supremely unlucky, actually. They should have been a 10, 10, 10. But yeah, we've got... So the system I'm looking at, or thinking about, is going to involve a little loop of buildcraft pipes. With a redstone engine powering it. Once we get... once we get the assembly table, we'll be able to do a little bit more, but that's just a matter of getting our hands on some freaking diamonds. So I am not regretting doing this. So we have pressure plate, and then hammer, and that gives us the auto hammer, which we can just plug in there, have it go. So these only make it go faster. So anything that we put in here now, we can just do. Is there anything else we want from sand? Uses. Pulverizer. We don't really care about the cocoa beans. Quicksilver might be a thing that we care about. We've got ancient spores. So I think, except for... yeah, I think that we've got that. So let's look at dust. Is there anything from sieving dust that we care about? Sieve uses. Okay, so let's do it the other way. Dust. X. Nihilo. Uses. So we kind of care about the skystone dust, and maybe the rest of that just a little bit, but the diamond dust, I guess, because that will give us diamonds. So for the most part, all we really care about is I mean, with the dust, we're going to get glowstone. I mean, we care about glowstone a bit. We've got a couple of things that glowstone will help us out with. Um, but really, I mean, gravel's going to be our best bet for most of it. So let's look at sieving dirt. Is there anything at dirt that we care about for sieving? So we care about acacia, spruce, rubber tree seeds. Do we have rubber tree seeds? We need rubber tree seeds. Rubber. Yeah, we have to get our hands on rubber tree seeds because that's going to make our life better. Now, you have to be really careful about these rubber saplings because if you do them wrong, they will crash your world, like, badly. So let's get some more charcoal processing. Turn the rest of these into sticks, into crops. Stay hydrated, and then start getting some gravel. And this is going to take a little bit of time, but we're okay with that. So 864. Kill these. Chuck our pumpkins in here. Chuck our seeds over the edge. Start that going, and then we should be able to use the clipper and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Knew we couldn't be that lucky, right? So 14 is the magic number as far as when you can use clippers on it. It's basically the second stage for most seeds. All right. Now, one of the reasons that I am very much wanting cactus is because cactus is one of the easiest things in vanilla Minecraft to automate as far as the collection thereof. And so if we look at cactus, it only takes 10 to make a dirt. So it's not as good as our leaves, but it's pretty good stuff. Interesting. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually just make additional get this going. Well, we shouldn't have been there. Alright, chuck that in there. Do this, and now we can pop that in there and start making our fuel again. But yeah, it's moving at 40 RF a tick. The problem we're running into is as soon as there's any space in there, it drops a mana burst, which means we're actually wasting mana right now. So I'm going to redirect this so it's there. And then once we need power, once this is run down a little bit, then we'll worry about whether we want to have it or not. Well, that's a thing apparently. So I think ferrous is going to give us nickel, and so we need nickel to make Invar. So we've got yellowite too. If the let's not worry about it for right now. We've got enough. Really, all we care about right now is the wood. So lead, uranium, bauxite. Bauxite is copper? Diamond ore. How do we get... Oh, did we only get it from sieving? Huh, weird. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we have all of that gravel converting then. I could have sworn that we got diamond from orchid here. so let's dump all this nonsense. So we can do this, do that. Got some of that going. I'm still carrying some bauxite. Bauxite. So yeah, we still need some rubber, saplings and some dark oak. Oh wow, we just got what did that give us? So pumpkin we don't care about, crushed platinum which we can toss in here. Grass seeds, which are kind of cool, I guess. Regular seeds that gave us acacia, so now we have an acacia sapling. Cocoa beans, which is helpful. We were going to get that anyway, but we have it. And we got a bunch of pointless pebbles, which we can just convert into cobble, throw the rest off the edge. Oh, it's done. Sweet. So we can do... Oh, I can't jump on that. Only 500,000 leaves to go. But we are definitely getting... We're definitely getting our... There we go. We're definitely making progress as far as getting dirt and stuff. But I don't know that we're making a lot of progress. So, do that. Those are almost ready. 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Mighty. I have no idea what a mighty skeleton is, but we killed it. Let's go ahead and chuck the arrows off the edge. drop of doom. Didn't really get a lot that time. Alright, so let's see. We should be 10-10-10 with this now. No, we're not. I'm not settling for less than 10-10-10 because I don't want to do this process again. So let's get our clippers and 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. All right. See where this goes. So these are 4, 6, 6. So I want 6, 8, 8. So I want. Getting picky. What can I say? These are, so we want 10, 6, 8. I don't care. Let's check these out. We want 8, 6, 7. Alright, that's good enough. So we'll do that. So these are going to be 6. So we're going to need our potatoes for belladonna, I think. Let's make it daytime. Alright, come on. Give me some decent ones. We want that. That's not what I wanted to do. Do that. Clipper that. Go there. Like so. So these are 5, 9, 6. Okay, I guess we'll take it. kind of the goal here is I just want to get to... Alright, there we go. So 10, 10, 10. So, we're going to make a chest just for 10, 10, 10s now. And it's going to be fantastic. We want more than one initial copy because we may be wanting to breed several things up at once. And you can see how 4 of them give us 16 wheat. So that will allow us to get extra dirt out of things if we really want to. Alright, that was fortunate. Alright, perfect. So now we can do that, and then just kind of start trying to get our carrots up. Oh man. So we still want rubber saplings. So let's try for rubber sapling. Odds are we're not getting it. So we got sugarcane, grass, and seeds. So I guess that's fine. Then of course we've got more stone, which we can pop into the pulverizer here and have it do its thing. So let's go ahead and charge your battery. Watch how fast that goes up. So I suspect that after this point we won't actually need to use leaves anymore because we're going to have enough production of other things. But we can still use this for a wood. To collect all the lumber that we're going to need for a million of our stuff. So that gives us the 5 seeds that we need. Let's get our chest of doom. Oh man, I was hoping that recipe was in, but it makes sense that it wouldn't be because So we have that at 10, 10, 10. If we can just get our carrots up to 10, 10, 10, then we should be fine. But I think that I'm going to call it here, though. Yeah, let's call it here. Chuck that over the edge because we don't care about it. So, I hope you guys, you know, I didn't have any visitors on the stream, but, you know, we're going to be, so I'll hit YouTube, so I hope people on YouTube who see it like it. If you do, leave me a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. Would be helpful if you have questions that I know about them. Makes them a lot easier to answer. At least I've always thought so. But, yeah, you folks have a great night.